Good morning, and welcome to your daily Farm and Home Show, brought to you by the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service. And now, here's your host.
Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Kristi Shive, and this morning we're visiting with Lynn Blankenship, Family and Consumer Sciences Agent for Metcalfe County. Good morning, Lynn.
Good morning, Kristi.
Well, if anyone has ever felt that the 10,000 step recommendation was just too much to achieve, you are here to ease our minds.
I have good news. All right, so that was not a research-based number. Come to find out, it was actually just a number that one of the larger manufacturers of pedometers, when they first came out, came up with, so that they would have something to tell people to aim for.
Wow, that's so interesting.
And so if you've ever tried to get 10,000 steps a day, if you work full-time, if you work at a desk job, it can be very difficult. If you have arthritis in your feet or some other medical condition that makes it hard for you to walk, or you have a lot of pain, it can be really, really hard. And a lot of people over the years have told me they just were discouraged because they were never really able, no matter how hard they tried, to get to that 10,000 step a day goal. And so they kind of threw up their hands and said, I can't do it, and sort of gave up on a walking routine. But a new study that was conducted and published in May of 2019 by Brigham and Women's Hospital that focused on over 16,000 women aged 72 and older, they found that you get really good longevity benefits from 4,400 to 7,500 steps a day. It's a pretty big range.
Yeah, and it sounds like a more achievable number.
Way more achievable. Okay, so you can build in 4,400 steps a day without even really like going for a walk. If you go shopping and you park far away, and you walk in and then you walk back out to your car, if you take the stairs instead of an elevator, you know, just doing things like that. If you work in an office and you have a printer at your desk, but then there's another printer that's, you know, up the hall, don't print at your desk. Get up and go get and use the one that's up the hall. There's ways that you can build steps in. And, you know, on your lunch break, you can eat and then you can walk a few times around your building or something like that, you know, and you can build in 4,400 steps a day that way. And then if you want to try to work up to like 7,500, then you can kind of incorporate maybe like a mile-long walk.
Definitely.
And then get up to that higher number. But there's good benefits in that range, and they found out that after 7,500, no, there's not really any gain. So for all these years, we've been like rats on a wheel trying to get 10,000 steps a day, and come to find out, or at least for the older woman cohort, it's not really necessary.
And Lynn, we're always recommending people to check with our doctor, like you said,
Absolutely,
of what they recommend is best for our bodies.
Yes, but unfortunately, sometimes doctors aren't always up on the most recent research when it's something like this. If they're not a physiotherapist or a physical therapist or something like that, they may not know about this new recommendation. So don't be surprised if you do check with your doctor, especially if your doctor is an older doctor or just a family physician. They're not aware of this research. But UK recommends 6,000 steps a day for anyone, any age. That's what is recommended by our physical activity specialists up at UK. So that's kind of in between that range.
Yes.
And it is much more achievable. And knowing that spring is coming and we have Mammoth Cave and Barren River parks, walking on a trail or on something that's not paved is much easier on your joints and your feet. So if you have arthritis and it hurts you to walk on the road, you can take advantage of some of our local parks and in the nice weather that's coming up and try to walk on a softer surface.
And we have so many wonderful parks available to us in the state of Kentucky.
Absolutely. We're very fortunate.
We are.
And a lot of people have farms with acreage where you can walk your fence line and things like that, and it's just much, much easier on your body to walk on a softer surface like that.
Now, I know that I've heard you talk about wall exercises before, and that's something else that we can do at home.
Yes, and there's even exercises that you can find from reliable sources online that you can do on your bed. So leg lifts and things like that you can do. That's weight bearing for your legs. If you can't get down onto the floor and up off the floor, there are other ways that you can exercise and incorporate exercise, and we're going to talk more about that in tomorrow's segment.
Yes. Well, Lynn, I am so anxious for the nice weather, and I'm so glad you mentioned this is a great time to start thinking about the many places in Kentucky that we can visit and take advantage of. And Lynn, you just did lesson for our homemakers recently, and so I think it's a great topic that's being discussed. So thank you, Lynn, for being here.
Thank you, Kristi.
Being part of the conversation. Thank you for joining us, and if you have any questions, contact your local extension office. We hope you have a great day.
If you have questions about today's topic, please call the Warren County Extension Office at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching and have a great day.